Good morning. This is Kellaland on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Milbank man charged with murder is scheduled for a bond hearing this morning in Grant County. 57-year-old Brent Hansen is charged in the deaths of his brother and pregnant sister-in-law.
According to a probable cause statement, Hansen told law enforcement he killed his brother Clyde with a baseball bat and killed Clyde's wife Jessica with a machete. Hansen is charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 alternative counts of second-degree murder. A Pierre man and woman were arrested after an incident in the southwest part of the city. A captain with the Pierre Police Department says officers were called to the 300 block of South Central Avenue for a fight. Authorities arriving on scene found 54-year-old Darren Garvat hitting a defenseless person. As
officers tried to break it up, 51-year-old Julie Hamaker attempted to stop them. Garvat is charged with aggravated assault. Hamaker was arrested for obstructing a police officer and a separate warrant. The victim was taken to the hospital with serious injuries.
We are getting a look at the damage left by a large fire in Custer State Park over the weekend. Crews were called to Sylvan Lake Lodge Saturday night. When they arrived, flames could be seen coming from the building. 2
firefighters were hurt during the fire. The winter weather caused some challenges, including ice-covered roads and freezing temperatures. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. A warm-up on the way ahead of Christmas, Scott.
Yeah, nice to see the warmer temperatures on the way. In the meantime, for today, there may be a quick hit of light snow still trying to hold across southwestern Minnesota for the early morning hours. That will move east. We'll have an increase in wind speed and an increase in some of those temperatures, too, as we do take a look at our hourly numbers for today. Forecasting a high of 32 in Sioux Falls with that increasing northwest wind, 20, maybe a couple of gusts near 40 miles per hour. Aberdeen today, a high of 25. Northwest winds will be strong, 20 to 35 miles per hour. Looks like skies will become mostly sunny. And in central South Dakota, in Pierre, we'll have a high of 32. Northwest winds of 15 to 30. And western Kellaland expect a high temperature near 40 today. It looks like these above average temperatures will continue for the next several days. More information on that with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. A deadly brain disease found in deer, elk, and moose has been confirmed in another South Dakota county. South Dakota Game Fish and Park says chronic wasting disease was found in an adult white-tailed deer harvested in Buffalo County.
That brings the total number of counties with the disease to 19. This is also the second detection of the disease in deer or elk east of the Missouri River in South Dakota. There is a lane closure in Sioux Falls you should be aware of before you start your commute this morning. The southbound right turning lane on Kiwanis Avenue will be closed north of 41st Street by O'Gorman.
Crews with Xcel Energy will be working on a transformer. Work is expected to be done by the end of the day. Drivers are asked to use caution in the area and may want to find a different route. Garbage collection in Sioux Falls can now have a bit different look as haulers are able to ask people to take containers to the curb. Containers can be on the curb after 12 p.m. the day before pickup, and then they have to come back to your building on the day of pickup by 11 p.m.
Pat Drazy, general manager with Novak Sanitary Service, says efficiency as well as safety are boosted with this curb option. The option to have valet service when the container is not at the curb but next to the home remains available. Shipping issues have impacted local businesses this holiday season. This week, Child's Play Toys has received an order that was placed back in June.
The delays have caused them to get items closer to Christmas, which wasn't as bad of an issue as owner Nancy Savage anticipated.
In fact, I was kind of thinking I might need to change my buying philosophy and keep orders coming in a little bit later and space them out, because this has really worked well to be able to have some fresh new things on the shelves.
This year, they've even gotten new items that they've never carried before.
That is a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather this morning, a quick hit of snow passing through. Most of the amounts have been kind of in the nuisance range, under an inch, but a few locations are, about to that level, especially around Eureka. We've had some snow in the Black Hills just a little bit. It's moving out fast, though. In fact, as we talked this morning, a lot of this is now done. We're focused in on milder weather to finish out today in western South Dakota, especially tomorrow and Thursday. That's when this thing's going to peak. 40s and 50-degree weather. Not bad, right? Well, what's ahead beyond that? Let's take the view out a little bit. Now notice what's going on here Christmas Eve. We're dry, but the western third of the country, very stormy. There's a lot going on here. Intermountain snow. There's heavy rain all the way down to Southern California. A piece of this is now probably going to kick out Friday night, early Saturday. Now, we've been talking about that. We had that yesterday. We were visiting about maybe some shower chances, maybe a little snow mixed in. Well, this morning, as we kind of adjust things a little bit, it's just a tad bit colder. Santa, maybe some snowflakes tossed out of his sleigh. We'll see. This is, again, probably when we wake up Christmas morning. There could be some snow, some precipitation. Okay, got your attention there, right? And maybe the slight chance of an inch of snow, now that goes all the way to, well, past Huron and Brookings. So if you like the odds of a white Christmas, well, they're up a little bit this morning. They're still not great, but they're up, so we'll keep an eye on the trend. What else are we watching? Well, next week, it is looking like old man winter is waking up. The Pacific Northwest, very stormy, a lot of cold air in southern Canada. It's finally starting to look like we're getting the green light to triggering all sorts of things here coming in. So with this big trough in the west, that can be a snowy pattern for much of the northwestern half of the country. So we'll keep an eye on that. This cold air, we've got a lot to reconcile with that to see how fast it moves, how cold it's actually going to get. Early indicators are suggesting way below normal in Montana, maybe 20, 30, 40 degrees below the averages. That's seriously cold. So we've got a lot of homework to do on that next week and figuring those things out. So keep with us. We'll keep you posted right here at KETHLAND.com and, of course, on air as well. 30s today in your forecast for most of us, although mid and upper 20s for the Northeast. A lot of this cold not showing up yet on the 7-day, although Monday's a little colder. We'll keep an eye on how that unfolds there. We've got a couple chances of snow. We're not jumping on big chances for Sioux Falls on Saturday morning, on Christmas morning, but just keep watching. If we need to, we'll adjust that. Aberdeen also could see some snow possibilities on Saturday. It trends colder by day 7, no surprise with that. Pierre also starts to take a temperature tumble, and everybody's going to be in line with that as we start to get those installments of colder air. And then, of course, as we get a better handle on that, then that's going to help us determine how much snow could follow that. That's still a wild card sitting out there between Christmas and New Year's, okay? So, yep, enjoy your 50s and Rapid. It might be your last shot for a while. And, yeah, this has been quite a run. We've had some mild weather this December. But more details, a lot more to say at KETHLAND.com, and have yourself a great day.